Episode 3940, Toss Out the Thoughts and Doubts That Hold You Back.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. Are you ready for an extraordinary week? Oh, come on. You got to get it in your mindset, understanding that yes, nothing is impossible. So today, it's all about how to toss out the thoughts and doubts that hold you back. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already even had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. Well, I do hope that your week is off to a fabulous start. You know, the best way you can do it is just wake up, put your feet on the ground, and put a smile on your face. That's a great way to wake up your heart and truly know that you are in touch with where you are. Because it's easy, right, for us to just kind of get discombobbled with all the stuff that goes on around us. And even though we're in the second full week of January, we're almost to mid-January. I mean, me even saying that is like, you've got to be kidding me. We're going to be talking about February and then Valentine's Day and then pretty soon spring and March Madness. Like, it is madness thinking about that. And when you start thinking the bigger picture, you're just like, blah, and you don't know what to do. Because you're like, oh my gosh, Christiane, I've almost already lost a month in my year. That means I only have 11 more months to finish what I started out to do this year. And you're thinking, I'm exhausted. And then the next realization comes. Just because it's a new year doesn't mean a reset happens automatically. I think we put a lot of assumption into that. But in reality, most of our attempts to start fresh are clouded by lingering fears about what we didn't finish, what we didn't accomplish, or what we simply gave up on. If you want to move ahead and actually reach your goals and dreams this year, you have to toss out the thoughts and doubts that hold you back. You know, I don't know about you, but over time, repeated failures do more than just sting. They infect our mindset and sabotage our ambition. It's infectious in a negative manner. And we get so comfortable being, well, a failure. I'm not good enough. And we live with those statements in our head and we replay them. It's like, okay, it's not going to get any better. I can pretend that it matters, but well, in reality, it really doesn't. No. I'm here to tell you it does matter. And that's why I want to talk about your dreams and goals. You know, it's interesting. You set your New Year's resolutions, and a lot of people don't know this, but by no surprise, most people quit their New Year's resolutions within 8 days. They totally shut down. What is it? I don't know if it's the first week in February. I have to look that up. But really 8 days? That's shockingly quick to drop what they claimed they wanted just a short while before. Oh, I'm all in. I can't wait this. I really want to make this change. I want this transformation for whatever it is. I want to go after that career. I want to write the book. I want to start, being a better mom or being a different mom, or I just want to be the woman that God has created me to be. And then you're like, I'm too tired. Well, my friend, if you want a real change, you've got to look at the one place where change begins, your mind. Because the crazy thing is your mind can play tricks on you. And then it fools your heart. And then, we could go on and on and on where all of it starts. Zig Ziglar put it well, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Are you willing to give yourself a chance to make a change? So you can impact the world that you touch, specifically the world within the privacy of your own four walls. I mean, imagine if you would reach one of your goals this year, just one. Pick one. I mean, if you have 20, okay, maybe that's too much, but maybe pick a personal goal and then a professional goal. What does that look like? How would you feel if you just met one of those? That means coming out with 2 wins. You see, the catch is you have to believe you can. And that means clearing the mental clutter, all the mess that's in your mind and doubts that keep you stuck. You got to scrub your mind. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Scrub your mind. If you want to get rid of what doesn't work, it's time to do some cleaning. And I can't help but think of it like a toilet. I know TMI, but seriously, hear me out here for a minute, because you know what? You're not going to forget this. It's going to be sticky and a little bit yucky too, right? Just like you scrub your toilet, you got to scrub your mind. Do you really want to hold on to that yuck and muck? I mean, think about what you empty into the toilet. I'm just saying, what happened this morning? Well, what happens is when you begin to just have these fears and failures and these thoughts that keep coming back, and you self-sabotage and say, well, I didn't make this and I didn't do this and I'm not good enough and I look fat and I'm not good and I'm aging. I've got all these wrinkles and my teeth are turning colors and I feel weaker and I just don't know. And I don't even know that I'm good enough to get back out into the world. And I want to write a book. I mean, this is totally asinine, right? I mean, you're sitting here having these thoughts in your head. You don't say them out loud, but when you look at yourself in the mirror, this is what flutters through your mind. Maybe not in so many details or the exact words, but it's there. You know, a toilet holds on to muck unless if you do what? Flush it. You got to scrub your mind so you can flush out those thoughts. Flush out all the doubts that are holding you back. You don't want to be like a dirty toilet. Have you ever been to a restroom? Specifically like when you're traveling? I love rest stops, by the way. It's one of my favorite things. Why? Because I'm not tempted by anything, right? I can go in, do my business, like literally, and then come out and leave. And I'm back on the road again. It just keeps me focused. Now, if I have to get gas, obviously I pull over, get my gas, and then I go. But if I have to go to the bathroom, that means I'm going into the store. I'm passing all these things that makes me what? Think about other things and what really is where I'm supposed to focus. So it can derail me very quickly. So a 5-minute stop ends up being a 25-minute stop, especially if there's more than just one person, all right? Okay. So when you have those rest stops and you go in, and even those gas stations, you walk in and you're like, oh my goodness, have they ever cleaned this in the last 2 years? I mean, you know what it's like, right? You look at it and you're like, is there one toilet that I feel like I can sit on and like something's not going to grab me from underneath? I know I've had those thoughts. It's disgusting, right? But you know what? That's what we're doing to our mind. We're holding on to that yuck and muck in our mind that says, I got you now. And I'm going to do it because you're not willing to flush it. It's time to scrub your mind and flush out those thoughts and doubts that hold you back. What does it look like in real life? Number 1, recognize and challenge your negative thoughts. Really challenge your negative thoughts. Your mind is a battleground between what you fear and what you want. Think about that for a minute. Let that sink in. Are you one who's getting up and you're battling more with the negative than you are with the positive? Well, the one thing that you can do with the negative is by being aware of it all, those negative thoughts, and actively questioning their truth. It shrinks their power over you. Ask yourself, is this doubt based on fact or just my fear talking? You know, can I replace I can't with what if I actually can? What if I did do this? Proverbs 23:7 reminds us, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. What you repeatedly think shapes your actions and outcomes. I mean, what are you telling yourself over and over again? Why do you think it's good to get in the Word? To have a divine interaction every single day with your Heavenly Father. Not just because, oh, he knows better. Yeah, that's really important. But let me tell you, he can help to reshape your mind, to cleanse it all out. But you have to be willing to challenge your negative thoughts. Because you see, here's the crazy thing. We have free will. We get to choose what we think. We get to choose what we fill our mind with. You get to choose right now to listen to me or not. Please don't hang up. Please, I ask that. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for subscribing and communicating with me and sharing an episode when it just, rings true for you. And you're like, I've got to get this out there, because that's why I'm here every single day, because this stuff is real. And we get up and in a moment, everything can shift. I want this year for you to shift in a manner that you hadn't expected. Not because of me, not because of you, but because what God can do in and through you, which then opens up your mind to saying, you know what, nothing is impossible. Yeah, so what? Maybe I am a little overweight, but I can change that, right? Think about the positive. Recognize and challenge your negative thoughts. Number 2, anchor yourself in a higher vision. Doubt thrives in uncertainty. But when you're rooted in clear, specifically a clear higher purpose, knowing that this is where I'm going, self-defeating thoughts lose grip. So write down what achieving your goal means beyond just you. The impact on your family, what happens within the privacy of your own four walls. The impact on your community, the impact on your church, the impact on colleagues, the impact, yes, on the world. It's the world that you touch. What you do today impacts tomorrow. And Lord willing, that impact, the thoughts that you think, the actions that you take, that all has impact today in the now, right? Create your now so that Lord willing, when tomorrow comes, it's now today. And you get to start all over again. So anchor yourself in a higher vision, something that's beyond just you, because it's easy to let go of just you. Zig Ziglar said, people often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. Have you ever not taken a bath? Man, we're just hanging out in the bathroom, aren't we? Between the toilet and now we're talking about the showers. Oh my goodness, let's just hang out in the bathroom. Okay, TMI, but it's Monday, right? And maybe you've watched some good games, college and NFL playoffs. Man, I have seen some good games. And you know what? The winners of those have been the underdogs. Why? Because they're anchoring themselves to a higher vision, not just what it does for them, not their own personal stats. Go back to bathing. Have you ever not taken a shower for 2, 3, maybe 4 days? And all of a sudden on that 3rd, 4th, or even 5th day, you're like, wow, my skin just kind of feels like a little more itchy or rough. And you don't understand why. It's because you've got dead skin cells sitting on top of good ones that want to come to the surface but can't because all the dead ones are on top. So here's a thing in fitness and health. Not knowing we're going to throw this into mindset, but let's do it anyway. You have got to scrub your body so new cells can be refreshed and come to the top. Otherwise, they're going to be drowned out by all the what? The dead ones. Same goes for your negative thoughts and self-doubts and the sabotage that you do and create in your own mind. You got to bathe yourself of all the negativity. I'm not saying put yourself on a mountaintop that you're untouchable. I'm not saying that. I'm saying be realistic. But give yourself a chance. Because maybe in what you really want to accomplish is going to impact more than just the person you see in the mirror. So commit daily to your vision, why it matters, right? Remind yourself every day why quitting is not an option. If you watch the games, oh my goodness, Green Bay Packers against the Chicago Bears, and now the Bears are going on in the playoffs because they won? Who would have thunketh? 15 years it's been. Some people have said, oh, it's a curse on the Bears. All these talks. San Francisco 49ers pulled it out over what? The reigning champs of the Super Bowl, the Eagles. And they took it all the way down to the 4th down. The Eagles had the ball. It was like 4th and 11. It was stopped on 3rd down. So they had to do 4th down because they had to make a touchdown. So it was a 4-down play with only seconds left on the clock. And sure enough, one tipped ball by a 49er who just stretched out just enough. Do you think he had a little bit of a higher vision? It wasn't just for him. The whole team had to play their part in order for them to come to that moment and win. Anchor yourself in a higher vision. And remember to take a bath too. I'm just saying. We're flushing toilets, taking a bath. What's number 3 going to lead us to? Well, let's find out. Take small, consistent actions to build momentum. Paralysis breeds doubt. Action breeds confidence. If you're just sitting back, waiting for the lightning to strike, so everything else is done for you, you're going to be sitting there for a long time. Whether you're a believer or not, I am. But I do 1000% believe that God's not going to just strike you with lightning and do all the work for you. You have free will. You get to get up and decide. What does that look like? You have to put in the work. Action breeds confidence. If you're just sitting there on your comfy lazy boy recliner, well, paralysis is going to breed doubt. And maybe it feels comfortable, yeah, that's great. But it's not going to get you to where you want to go. So pick one small step each day that moves you forward. One small step. And maybe answering that email or attending that meeting or scheduling a meeting. Maybe it's cleaning out your refrigerator. What is it for you? Take that one small, consistent action and build upon that. That is what's going to build momentum. And that's going to keep you like, I can do this. Okay, wait. And then when you fail just a little bit, because you're going to sink every once in a while. You're not going to stay always on top. That's all right. But then you're going to have the energy to be like, yeah, but I did it yesterday. I can do it today. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to happen. James 1 verse 22 says, do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. Take aim. Action ignites motivation. When you back your thoughts with action, you break the cycle of doubt and prove to yourself that change is possible. And oh, my friend, you are oh so capable. A fresh year is just a number unless the thoughts that govern your mind do something new. So toss those doubts away. Trash the excuses. Get rid of that garbage. Remember, the only thing truly holding you back is that voice in your head telling you to stop before you even start. And yeah, as Zig Ziglar said, your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. It's time to change your mind, and the reset will follow. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.